Welcome to the top 10 most pulled comic books for May 15th, 2024. I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. This is the video series where I share with you some of the comic books that people are most excited about picking up. Now, this data is from the website leagueofcomicgeeks.com. This is a site where you can create a weekly pull list, a monthly pull list, and you can keep track of comics and make a comic collection for yourself. An awesome website, and again, it gives me an idea what you guys are looking forward to. So why don't you check it out, guys, and create a pull list for yourself on this site. Also, before we get started, if you want to become a member of my YouTube channel, guys, just go on my home screen, hit that join button. As low as 99 cents, you guys can get early access to my videos. You can also get stickers for your comments, whether they're on a live stream or during comments in a regular video. And you can get monthly membership badges flexing how long you've been a member of Comic Book Corner 2.0. So it's much appreciated, and I want to appreciate the newest members that have joined the membership as of recently. And I appreciate everybody who watches and takes the time on putting a comment on this channel. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead, let's get started with this week's episode. So I always kick things off with the outside looking in, and we're going to talk about 5 of those books. And the first one is The Walking Dead Deluxe, issue 89. This is a 32-page comic for the price of $4. This book has 1,972 pulls. Nothing too extravagant but for a book that's a reprint, has a bunch of hardcovers, collected editions, omnibuses, the story that's been told 1,000 times over, still being in a top 15, that's pretty impressive in my eyes. This book was written by Robert Kirkman, and the art is done by Charlie Adler. If you have not ever read Walking Dead, go ahead, pick this one up. You will not be disappointed, guys. Our next book is Blue Beetle, issue 9. This is a 32-page comic for the price of $4. This book does have 2,053 pulls. It's written by Josh Trilillo, and the art is done by Adrian Gutierrez. This book is about Victoria's Cord's newest superhero, and it's given Jaime a run for his money. Just what is Victoria's planning, and can Blue Beetle survive? Listen, I think I read the first 2 issues of this. I wasn't really into it. I want to know in the comments below, if you're reading this book, what do you think of it? Where does Blue Beetle stand on your superhero rankings when it comes to DC Comics? Our third book that's on the outside looking in is The Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt. This is issue 1. This is a 40-page comic for the price of $5, guys. This one is written by Justina Ireland, and the penciler is done by Marcelo Ferreira. This book does have 2,056 pulls. It has to do with Blood Hunt. Michael Morbius is going to be in this book. The Lizard's going to be in this book. It looks like Misty Knight will be in this one as well. What's the involvement with Morbius? Is he friend or foe in this series? I guess time will tell. And of course, it's Spider-Man, so I'll definitely check this one out. Carnage, issue 7, legacy numbering 37, 32 pages for the price of $5. That's right, guys. And the pull list on this one is 2,071. So nothing yet that's really, catching my eye here when it comes to the pull. This book is written by Torin Grunbeck, and the art is done by Pierre Perez. This book is all right. It's nothing spectacular. I think Cletus is pretty creepy. They're still doing this battle between Flash and Carnage here, and then it looks like Liz Allen is going to make a discovery that actually changes the symbiote balance of power. What that is, I'm not sure, but I guess we'll see. So it's an all right book for me. I guess it's an all right book for you because there's not that many people pulling it. Ice Cream Man, this is issue 39. It's a 32-page comic for the price of $4. I kind of regret falling off of Ice Cream Man. It's a horror book, and I do like horror books. Maybe I should pick it up again. This book does have 2,139 pulls. It doesn't have the creators on here. I know it's Prince, and I forgot the artist on it. And this one is called Decompression in a Wreck Part 1. And this is a first part of a two-parter, which does not require reading either of the parts. And it says, we see how slow time can go when you're in a bumper is making its way towards your trunk. So have you ever been in an accident and it seems like time takes forever? I've been in that situation before, like a really bad accident, and like a second seems like forever and ever and ever, and it's absolutely insane. So I might want to check this one out and see what this one is about. So I want to know if you guys are actually reading Ice Cream Man. So now officially in number 10, we have Red Coat. This is issue 2. Guys, got to put this book on your pull list, man. It's awesome. 32 pages for the price of $4. This book has 2,221 pulls attached to it. Written by Jeff Johns, and the art is done by Brian Hitch. I'm curious to see this second issue about this guy who's been granted powers of immortality. It just was a lot of fun. It's been a while since we've seen the first issue, and I think the second issue takes place in 1892. Give this one a try, guys. Hitting that number 9 spot, we have House of Slaughter issue 23. This is a 32-page comic for the price of $4. This book has 2,873 pulls. The writer here is Tate Brumble, and the art is done by Antonio Fuso. Is anybody reading House of Slaughter out there? I guess so, but again, the pull list numbers are not too impressive this week, so it's got to be a later comic book week. Maybe not so much highly anticipated books, right? There's a Butcher's War that's going on, and this is the 3rd chapter of this particular war. I don't know anything about what's going on in this book. It's been like 21 issues since I've read it. So if you're reading it, let me know in the comments below on what you think of this story so far. X-Men Forever. This is issue 4, which has been going on forever. It's coming in on that 8th spot. And this one is 28 pages. This is $4. It has 2,955 pulls. Kieran Gillen is the writer. The art is done by Lucas Messera. Here's the problem with it. It goes, our secrets, sinister or otherwise, are over. X-Men Forever ends with a question. After everything, do we have hope or not? From between the pages of Immortal X-Men and Rise of Powers of X, the final secrets of Krakoan Age are revealed here. So to understand everything, I think that's what's been going on. You've had to read those other series, which I haven't read any of these series. So thank God this stuff is almost over so we can move on at this point. But I want to know if you guys are reading it. Hitting the 7th spot is a one-shot. This is Doom issue 1. This is a 56-page comic for the price of $7. Hallelujah, we made it out of the 2000s, guys. This one is 3,303 pulls. This one is written by Jonathan Hickman, and the story is also done by Stanford Green, and he also does the artist in this comic as well. Listen, if you're a Jonathan Hickman fan, which he's writing Spider-Man right now, and you love Doctor Doom, this could be a great one-shot for you. And being that it is 56 pages, it probably does have time to breathe a little bit here. So we'll see what happens. I think this has Valeria Richards in it as well. So yeah, I might check it out myself. All right, now we seem to be making some progress. Coming in at that number 6 spot, we have Spawn, issue 353. This book is $3, written by Todd McFarlane and Rory McConneville, and the art is done by Brett Booth. This book does have 4,122 pulls. And if you're not tired of vampires in Marvel, well, guess what? You got vampires in Spawn as well. We have the character by Lord Blood. He's returned to power, and he set in motion a plan to rid the world of Al Simmons once and for all. Spawn is good. It's a fun book, and of course, it's got that wonderful Brett Booth artwork. Which Spawn comic books are you guys reading? Let me know in the comments below. Top 5, we have Batman and Robin. This is issue 9. This is a 32-page comic for the price of $5. This book does have 4,770 pulls, written by Joshua Williamson, and the art here is done by Simone DeMio. We got characters in here like, of course, Batman, Robin, Man-Bat, Flatline. They're working together. And also, I think Shush was working together with Robin in this book as well now. And it's been a fun story. I love seeing the family dynamic here. But what I also love is I love Joshua Williamson, how he's taking story threads from his Robin series and putting it in this book as well. Fun book, definitely better than I expected it to be. So if you're not reading it, I think you guys should check this one out. Hitting the 4th spot is Green Lantern. This is issue 11. 40 pages for the price of $5. This book does have 4,955 pulls, written by Jeremy Adams. The art is done by Zermanico, and this book is really great right now as we have Hal Jordan discovering the secrets of the United Planets. Also, this book is going to feature Carol Ferris as she's going to make a decision that's going to change Hal's life forever. Are they going to be boyfriend? Are they not going to be girlfriend? Are they going to get married? Are they not going to get married? I'm looking forward to all that stuff. This book has been awesome. One of the best Green Lantern runs in quite some time. Top 3, guys. Here we go. We got Miles Morales, Spider-Man. This is issue 20. This book does have 5,421 pulls, written by Cody Ziegler, and Federico Vincentini is the artist here. This is a really well-written book, the best Miles Morales book that I have read in quite some time. And this issue is kind of like a palate cleanser off of the crazy story arc that we got with Miles battling Rabble. And in this book, it looks like that Miles is going to be dealing with his baby sister, Billy, and obviously Shift is with him by his side as well. He might be staying at his house now. So it could be fun, man. And I think Miss Marvel is going to be in this book too. So great stuff here when it comes to Cody Ziegler and Miles Morales Spider-Man. Whether you love it or love to hate it, the number 2 most pulled book of this week is Ultimate X-Men. This is issue 3. Now, a lot of people are like, I hate this book. It's not the X-Men. It's blah, blah, blah. I get it. I totally get it. But this is a different style of book, and I think it's going to go into its own. It's just a slow burn read, and I'm excited for it. This book is 28 pages, and this one is $5. This book does have 6,822 pages, or 20 pages, 6,822 pulls on it. It's written and drawn by Peach Momoko. Now, what's going on in this comic book is we're starting to get the introduction to other characters. First, we got Armor, which is Hiyasuko Ichiki, and then we had Maystorm, who's May Igrassi. I don't know if I say these names at all. And then we're going to get, eventually, I think Nico is going to make her way in this comic as well. And it looked like we got some kind of like Professor Xavier in the last issue. Some person said maybe it was a Shadow King because they create that shadow creature. I don't know. People are comparing it to Persona. And what I'm going to do with this comic series after issue 3 comes out, I'm going to have my son read these first 3 issues and going to have him compare it to Persona because he played all those video games. So, and I want to see his take on this book if he actually likes it, being that he's not a huge comic book fan. So let me know in the comments below what you think of Ultimate X-Men. In our number 1 most pulled comic books for May 15th, 2024, based off of LeagueOfComicGeeks.com, goes to Action Comics issue 1000, $4.65. This is a 40-page comic for the price of $5. This book has 8,686 pulls. Written by Joshua Williamson, and the art is done by Rafa Sandoval. It's a great story, guys. The first part was awesome. The second part was awesome. Even the 2.5 book had some heart in it. And now we're going to get to see the continuation of part 3 when it comes to which looks like Connor and Kara in this book as they've been shrunken down and maybe they have to do battle against other Brainiacs. We're going to see what happens with Lobo and Superman and just all the stuff that's going on in Earth as well. A fun read. This is the best that Superman has been in quite some time. So if you're looking for a fun event and you like Superman, go ahead and check out House of Brainiac. So I want to know what books you're most excited about for this current comic book week. And as always, guys, I'm going to leave you more content right here for you to click on. In fact, this is after the poll where I'm giving you all my thoughts about all the comic books I read for the current comic book week. And as always, guys, support the local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting. But always remember, read your comics so we can have great comic conversation. Guys, thank you so much. And I'll see you on New Comic Book Day.